Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Jay from Ncaa, and you can see it right now. Alex Brown, he's only a freshman. He's already fourth on the Heisman watch. You gotta watch out for this guy, man. Look at his stats. I mean, he is a monster. 6.2 yards per carry, 15 rushing touchdowns, 269 yards after contact. And you know, man, that's a lot of yards after contact, because look at Saquon Barkley. He's only got 52 yards after contact. And look at the amount of rush yards he has this season. It says 2014, but don't worry about that. That's just the latest season because this game was made in 2013. But look, 12 rushing touchdowns to 753 yards rushing. I mean, I am destroying him with yards. I mean, but he is the number one guy. Let's look at Bryce Love, 950 to 12 rushing touchdowns. I mean, Alex Brown is absolutely destroying these guys statistically. And let's look at him receiving. He's got 411 yards receiving, 38 receptions, and 1 touchdown. So he's got a chance to be such a great guy as far as receiving, running the ball. Look, I mean, Bryce Love doesn't have as many receiving yards. Saquon Barkley doesn't have as many receiving yards. So I mean, they're pretty much not giving me this Heisman simply because he's a freshman and because we're fresh on the radar. So also our strength of schedule as well. So if we look at the other awards around the NCAA, you can see, I mean, Alex Brown is up there. Look at the Maxwell. He's 5th in the Maxwell behind pretty much every quarterback. So you can tell, I mean, obviously with the Heisman, it goes to like the best player on the best team usually, but maybe close to the best team. It doesn't have to be necessarily the best team, but definitely the best player on one of the best teams. But look, he's 5th in the Maxwell. The Walter Camp, which goes to the best running back. I mean, actually, the Walter Camp actually goes to just the best athlete, I believe. I'm not really sure. I believe that's actually the best running back. But he's 2nd there. But I don't know why actually Sam Darnold is on here. Maybe you guys can clarify that a little bit for me. But the Bednarik, Vince Cohen is ahead in Bednarik, and he is having a monster year. 5 interceptions, 65 tackles. I mean, he is just beasting. Lewis Parker is up there too. And Lewis Parker has definitely found his own. And I'm surprised he's not top in the Nagurski here, because he's 3rd there. But I mean, if you look at the guys ahead of him, 14 tackles, 22 assisted tackles, 2 sacks. I mean, Lewis Parker has 54 tackles, 8 sacks, and a forced fumble. I mean, this guy is just beasting this year. O'Brien, Sam Darnold, Alex Brown is gonna actually, yep, that's what it is. The Doak Walker Award is actually the best running back. That's my fault there, my fault. So Alex Brown's definitely, I mean, he's a clear front runner to win that. So if we go through the rest of the awards at this point in the season, I mean, none of our guys are really up there except Lewis Parker. No doubt about it, best linebacker in the nation, the Thrope Award, Cohen. I mean, he is going to be a monster, and he's only a freshman. So, I mean, he's got a lot to grow. And Adam Davis, our kicker, remember, I mean, if you've been watching all our videos, he hasn't missed 1 kick. And he's from Greenfield, Wisconsin. I actually live near the Greenfield, Wisconsin area, so that's a pretty cool thing to see. So he's about to win that award, no doubt about it. He hasn't missed a field goal at all this year. And look, I mean, I don't even think, okay, so this guy's attempted 19 field goals. Nobody else has attempted close to that. So, and then we look at the Guy Award and the best returner, no doubt about it. Chad Ball is going to be 1st there. He's just killing. He's finally getting going in the offense, which I'm excited about, getting him involved in the offense. But man, this week we are going up against UConn. If you remember last year, UConn was the team that beat us on the Hail Mary. Remember that? The Hail Mary? But look at how bad they are this year. I mean, this game could get ugly. Remember our turnover differential was -9, -9 like a few games ago. Now it's at -3, so we are definitely making strides there. But if you look at UConn's rankings, oh my gosh. I mean, their top rated thing is rushing offense, and they're 95th. They are horrible. They're 0-7 to this point. And what's funny is that I'm talking stuff right before this game. Watch them show up and just like put on a clinic versus us. But look at their quarterback. Only has 6 touchdowns throwing. I mean, they are just doing horrible. So, I mean, I'm not expecting much from this game. But I mean, I'm looking to put the hammer down, put my foot on the gas. So let's get into this game. Let's go. Man, you gotta love NCAA football. I mean, mainly because I'm telling you, if you play Dynasty right away, I mean, pick on the first play of the game, and who saw that coming? I definitely didn't. This is a snow game. I didn't even think we were gonna be in a snow game. So I mean, the thing about playing in a snow game is that your offense is truly affected. You don't play the same way. I mean, some of your guys play slower, and that's what makes this game so great. I mean, it's little things, and I don't even know if it's on purpose. As Ashton Cohen misses a wide open Kevin Oliver. I can't even say his name. Look, the elements got me all flustered. I'm just saying, if you're playing in the snow, I mean, I don't know if it was on accident or purpose, but they have a way of adjusting your players the way they play. Some play worse, some play better, and it's just funny because, like, even the computer, like, you see that they have the throws are off, your throws are off. See, Ashton Cohen missed that wide open touchdown. I mean, that happens when there's like snow elements, or I don't think there's raining on here, but when there's games where the environment isn't really ideal, it's great to see like the performance actually affected. So coming out in this game, we're trying to send some pressure, but Mayala gets in for the touchdown, and Pindell is just he's just a monster running the ball. I mean, he's a quarterback, but he can also scramble like no other. I mean, even when I put a spy on him, he was finding a way to get outside the pocket, find some creases, as Ashton Cohen gets sacked on that one. So facing a 3rd and long, trying to just avoid the sack on that one. I throw it away. Ashton Cohen throws it away. So right away, Ashton Cohen missing a couple open guys, and it's cost us early in this first quarter. And here comes this UConn offense back out. And remember, Pindell didn't play for them last year. He's finally in at quarterback, but he's a different quarterback than what we seen last year. Last year, they were airing the ball out. This year, Pindell can run the ball. Even when they're lined up to pass, he's a threat to run every single time, as Jason Thompson barely gets the first down on that one. So now facing a 3rd and 8, Pindell is going to throw a screen pass to Thompson, and Thompson's going to get tackled before the first down marker. So UConn is going to have to settle for the field goal. That one's going to be good. So UConn up early in this game, and we're starting to have flashbacks of last season when they took away from us. I mean, we had a W in our hands, but here they've been watching some film because they're sending all types of run blitzes at Alex Brown, and on the 4th down, we go for it. Oh, but look at that spot on that one. I think we got that first down, but somehow the refs see it differently, and the UConn Huskies take over in their own territory. But he's throwing to the outside as Pindell, and Lewis Parker, not known for catching the ball, but he definitely drops one there. But they settle for the long field goal, and that one's going to be wide left, so we catch a break. So now it is early in this game, 3-10. And look at this, Cohen cannot find any receivers here. He's throwing some inaccurate balls. So on a 3rd and 7, attempting to throw to Alex Brown, and that one's not going to be thrown deep enough. So Cohen only has 4 yards passing, and we're already in the second quarter. But here we are sending some pressure this time. Pindell's going to go down. Lewis Parker gets in for the sack. So on a 3rd and 15, throwing the ball deep, Josh Dunbar on the coverage this time, getting a deflection, the freshman. And we take over after a pretty good return by Chad Baugh on a 1st and 10. Rolling out left, throwing across his body, finding Ben Miller as Ashton Cohen that time. So we just got to get into the end zone because they've been sending blitzes, run blitzes all game, and they send a perfect blitz on that one, and Alex Brown fumbles. Like I said, this is why I love this game, because if it's snow like that, I mean, the ball's slippery. The ball slips out of your hands, so Alex Brown coughs it up and they take over, and that's going to be a big turnover because they're up in this game and they have not won a game. So I mean, they're going to throw anything they can at us. And here is Pindell at quarterback showing that he can run and throw. And this is what I'm talking about. He throws some good passes like the one he did to play before this one. Then he runs for 17. So now I put a spy on him, and now he's going to try to run outside. But this time he's going to be stopped before he can get outside, and that's going to be McClellan in on the sack that time. And actually Kingsley Miller gets hurt early in this game, and McClellan gets some playing time. So we take over back on offense, and Kevin Oliver gets open past the 50-yard line up to the 20-yard line. So nice catch and run by Kevin Oliver, the freshman. He doesn't have great speed, but he just finds a way to get open. So on a 1st and 10, rolling out right, throwing the ball across the middle is Cohen on that one, finding Eddie McCray. So a couple of plays later, Alex Brown getting the ball from the pistol formation, stumbling into the end zone for the touchdown, and that's going to be a 3-point lead for the UConn Huskies going into half. And we have to just do something different, so we run a triple option this time to McDowell. Gets the pitch from Cohen that time, and on a 2nd and 2, rolling out to the right, Ben Miller getting the ball, running over the linebacker that time. That might have been the safety, getting a nice 1st down. So on a 1st and 10, Cohen's going to roll out to the right once again, wait for his receiver to get open, and that's going to be a nice adjustment on that one by Herman Rogers to find the open zone in the coverage. So here we go, almost to the 5-yard line, and Glenn Hall finishes it off for the 6-yard touchdown run. So 5 minutes left in this 3rd quarter. Marquette's gonna have to play some defense because Thompson's doing a pretty good job, and so is the quarterback Pindell, getting some yards on us on the ground just anytime they can, anytime they want. But we do get them to punt the ball away after the good deflection that time by Kamara Rivera and Alex Brown. We still need to get him involved. We cannot let them take him completely out of this game. But here is Cohen finding Chad Ball, and Chad Ball gets a couple of blocks, gets up to the 20-yard line. But take a look, Cohen gets hit on that play as he releases the ball, and he gets taken out of the game. So Donnie Wolf comes in, and he shows he's a little bit rusty on that one, missing Eddie McCray on the outside that time. And on a 2nd and 19, rolling out to the right side, he's going to stop and throw. This time he's going to find Kevin Oliver. Kind of a high throw on that one, but not bad to be in there for his first completion of the game. And Ben Miller gets open on the slant pattern, beats the corner on that one, and I'm telling you, Ben Miller is just unguardable. If you line him up at receiver, he's too fast for linebackers, too big for corners. But Thompson back on offense. UConn is staying in this game somehow, some way, and they are just abusing us in the run game early and late. And here's Thompson throwing a couple of stiff arms, one to Cohen, one to the other safety, Anthony Jeter, and he's going to run in for the touchdown. And man, is Thompson putting a number up on this Marquette defense. He's doing whatever he wants in the snow, and maybe it's just the snow. I mean, he's breaking all these tackles. Maybe it's just slippery out there. I don't know, but Marquette cannot tackle at all in this game. So towards the end of the 3rd quarter, Donnie Wolf trying to throw the ball away, but that UConn pass rush is too much. So on a 3rd and 21, just trying to get some yards back just so I can get into field goal range, and he makes a spin move, juking the corner that time into the lineman. But we do settle for the long field goal. So now it is a 7-point game, and Pindell's going to show off his arm this time, finding Mayala over the middle, and that's going to be a 20-yard reception. So Pindell on a 2nd and 10, going to roll out, break the tackle from Cohen, and get the nice 8-yard gain. I'm telling you, he is just a monster. He can run the ball, breaking tackles, doing whatever he wants. So on a 3rd and 2, Thompson's going to break this one to the outside for the 20-yard gain, and Thompson's doing whatever he wants in this game. So Pindell realizes there's no spy, and he gets a couple of blocks and stumbles up to the 1 yard line on another 20-yard gain. And that's what I'm saying, like on plays where I don't give him a spy, and here I'm sitting all out blitz, but somehow he breaks the tackle and Pendale gets in for the touchdown. And that's a heartbreaker because, like I said, I've been trying to confuse him. Sometimes I throw spies on him, sometimes I don't. But he's just smart. He's a smart guy. He can run the ball whenever he wants. So after taking a sack there on a first down, Donnie Wolf gets hit once again on a 3rd and long, and we have to punt it away to Pendale in this dangerous offense. And that time we do have a spy, and we get to him, sack him for only 1 yard loss. But on a 3rd and 10, attempting to throw to the outside, and Beals is going to get open on the sideline. So 3 minutes left in this game, and Thompson once again gets another open lane, and they're just killing us in the ground game. So this time we have a spy out, but playing man coverage, Shelby gets past the linebacker on that one. So on a 2nd and 9, Pendale's going to hand it off to Thompson, and Cohen takes a horrible angle at the ball, and Thompson gets in for the touchdown. An injury update: Cohen, he's actually out for 1 week, but usually, I mean, that just means it's the game. So here we go, 2 minutes left in this game. Do we have it in us to drive the length of the field? But Donnie Wolf throws it up into coverage. Luckily, Eddie McCray and him have some history together. Eddie McCray comes back for the ball, gets the catch on that one. So lucky bailout, and Glenn Hall, here he is getting a reception, this time for 6 yards. So 2nd and 4 across the 50-yard line. Donnie Wolf's going to roll out to the left, have an open lane to run. He's not going to take any risk throwing the ball up in traffic, so he takes the nice gainer. They give it to him. So here on a 1st and 10, a minute and 20 seconds left, and he fumbles. But luckily the lineman picks it up, and he's down at the spot. What a lucky break by Marquette once again. So on a 2nd and 10, look who's in the game. Ken Carrington. Donnie Wolf actually got hurt on that tackle there. So 3rd and 3, our 3rd string quarterback Ken Carrington's in, but he's been here before. He finds Dwayne Elliott for the touch. Look at this. He's stuck in the glitch. Look at him. He can't move. So here we go. We're tying it up, but we have flashbacks back to last season. Remember this play where Sheriffs throws the ball deep and Beals comes down with it, and they go on to win that game. So here we are. Beals is still back there to get this pass. They throw it to Beals, but this time it's going to be deflected by Kamara Rivera. So this one goes into overtime, and you know who's getting the ball in overtime. Thompson. I mean, he hasn't been failing at all for this UConn offense, but on a 3rd and 4, we have a chance to stop him that time before the first down marker. Anthony Jeter cannot make the tackle. So on a 2nd and 8, getting a nice block that time by the fullback is Thompson. He's taking it up to the 1 yard line, and he finishes it off, gets in for the touchdown, and we do get the ball. We get a chance on the 25. So here we go. We got to score, and that's the one thing about being on defense to start overtime. If they score, you have pressure on you to score. But here we are, man. We got Alex Brown still, and they're going after the ball, attempting to strip the ball that time, and Alex Brown holds on, and he gets in for the touchdown, and we tie the game up. But remember, we switch sides, and we had to start with the ball this time. So Alex Brown getting the handoff on the 2nd possession of overtime, getting a nice 5-yard gain. So Donnie Wolf is back in on a 2nd and 5, rolling out to the right, getting out of bounds, avoiding a hit that time. So on a 1st and 10, he's going to do a play action, and that's going to be a nice RPO. Ben Miller's open on that one, and now we go up by a touchdown, and now the pressure is on them. And on the first play, we send a blitz, and the Marquette pass rush is too much for that offensive line on that play. So now they're facing a 2nd and 17, and an open receiver over the middle, and he drops it. So the UConn offense giving us a break here on defense, dropping that wide open pass. So on a 3rd and 17, Thompson gets the ball in the screen play this time, and now facing a 4th and 15. They run the verticals. They have 2 guys to throw it to over the middle, but they attempt to throw to the outside. They trust Beals on that one over anybody else, but Kamara Rivera is there for the deflection, and that's gonna do it for this game. And Thompson, what a game he had. 27 carries, 193 yards. He was an absolute monster. But look at our quarterbacks. Everybody made a touchdown pass except Cohen. What was the chances of that? And I mean, what a great play, what a great game by our defense, balling out at the end there. But I mean, we got a lot of work to do. We have too many yards on the ground. Definitely gonna be looking to shore up that defensive line and recruiting. So hit subscribe, hit that like button. We'll be back for the next episode. We're almost to the end of the season. Let's get it.